Hello everybody, welcome to Great Leveler Gaming. I'm the Great Leveler and today we have a channel update. It's been a while since we've done a channel update because we've just kind of been winging it, doing things however I feel like doing them. But I think it's time to re-evaluate the channel and take a look at how we do things over here at Great Leveler Gaming. So the channel's not doing too great. I've been doing this now for at least 6 or 7 years. And we've, at the time of this recording anyway, we've not even hit 800 subscribers. And I know there's people that start doing Let's Plays and other YouTube videos, and within the first couple of months, they've got thousands upon viewers. And I know part of that's because my consistency is not great. So many people do Let's Plays, but I've never really quite found the right formula. I change things, I do things differently to try and see what works, and what works for one video doesn't work for another. For example, our Silent Hill 2 playthrough that we've recently done, a video right in the smack down middle of it will get 50, 60 views, and then the one after it will get 3 or 4. And then views will only last a few seconds. So it's frustrating because I just love doing these Let's Plays. It's something I didn't think I would enjoy as much as I did. And every time a game comes out and I'm playing it, I'm thinking, oh, I'd love to have done a reaction for this. But I understand it. The gaming market is highly saturated with YouTubers and Let's Players. And people don't tend to sit around thinking, I want to find someone new. You tend to, if you find one, then you tend to stick with it, which is perfectly understandable. So basically, the channel's not doing well. And the time it takes for me to record, edit, upload, and it's just awkward, and I don't have the best technology. I'm doing everything on a budget, which is probably noticeable part of the reason why the channel doesn't do too well. So what I'm going to do is, now that Silent Hill 2 has finished, is we're going to step away from Let's Plays for maybe about a year. I've already started God of War, and we've already got a couple of episodes of that out on the channel. We've also started Jedi Survivor, which has got a couple of episodes recorded, edited and uploaded, but not released. Casting of Frank Stone, Remothered. I've recorded that and uploaded that back when I had the PlayStation 4. That's how long I've had it sitting on my YouTube channel ready to release, but just never really had the chance to get back and play the rest of it. And there's a couple other things. Quiet Place, I'd really love to play that on the channel. So here's what I'm thinking. I think if I'm doing big Let's Plays, I find that difficult because so many people do them. And again, they're such massive, long games that it's hard to keep someone's attention for a long time, especially if my recordings are coming out sporadically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up a little archive of Let's Plays. So we're going to finish God of War, Jedi, Casting of Frank Stone, possibly finish Remothered. I don't know with that one yet. There's a couple others that I've got that I would really love to do on the channel. Dead Space, Castillo Project, and all these other ones. So what I'm going to try and do is try and get these recorded, edited, uploaded and all that, but keep them always private until I've got a good few months worth of footage done and uploaded. And then I will release it. So what I'm going to do is possibly for about the next year, is the rough kind of guide I've got in mind, is just focus on games like Ark and 7 Days to Die, because they're a lot easier for me to do because I don't need to set up the whole camera. Everything's recorded on the console, and it's just it's a lot easier for me to record. Plus it gives me something to help me stand out, because there's only one way to play Silent Hill 2. There's only one way to play Dead Space. You know, this is the story. I love stories. I love gameplay stories as well. That's what I enjoy doing Let's Plays with. But ultimately, if you've seen one Silent Hill Let's Play, you've seen them all. You know, some people jump in different places and come to different conclusions, but they're all going to be the same. Where with 7 Days to Die and with Ark, you're going to see stuff on my channel that you wouldn't see on someone else's, because I'm going to have different ways of building, different ways of taming, glitches that might crop up and other issues, and then videos are doing better on the channel. So the idea is going to be that once I've got this backlog released, we're going to see how that does. We're going to see how that does in comparison to the ARC videos, 7 Days to Die videos, and so on. And if we think that we're actually getting a lot of subs and a lot of views for the ARC stuff and not very much for the Let's Plays, then that kind of decides if the Let's Plays go. But if after all that's done and we've still not hit 1,000 subscribers after all these many years, I think it's just time to accept that this isn't for me. It's not going to work for me. Which is fine. We've got the reaction channel and we've got the Great Level of Studios, which is like one where I can have a little bit of fun with it. And I've got other ideas for other types of YouTube content. I'd love to do like a lore and fan theory channel. I've already got ideas for that one. We might experiment with that in the next couple of months as well, seeing how that does. But we just might have to move away from Let's Plays. And to be fair, I've enjoyed it, but if that's what it comes to, that's what it comes to. But at the same time, I don't want to kind of leave things half done. So we are going to try and wrap up a few of the ones that we started that I'm really excited for. We're never going to delete the content. So if we end up taking a break from it and then fresh inspiration comes, then we might come back to it. But yeah, so ultimately, to summarize what we've said, the channel is just going to be basic survival type games for the next, I'm going to say 12 months. Then we're going to have a release of all the Let's Plays that I've built up over that time. And then depending on the outcome of that, we might just stop uploading. But if ultimately, if over these next 12 months as well, I'm really struggling with it and just not feeling it, then we might just stop. I don't want to, but at the same time, when all my time that's free, I think, ooh, I want to do some recording. It's becoming a bit of an addiction, and it's not like the addiction's paying off. I'm not getting, if I could say, look, I'm starting to earn revenue from it, I've got this many fans, but I don't. I've got 1 or 2 people who comment regular, and it's sporadic at best. So it's been a fun ride, and I know I've not scripted this. I'm just kind of like talking off the top of my head, things that I want to do to get off my chest. But ultimately, I do think the channel's, I think it's failing. Basically, I think it's got to come to an end. So this is my kind of like last push to see if we can make something of it, and after that, we'll see. So yeah, like I said, I know a bit of a weird video, but I do think it's important for me to explain kind of how I'm feeling about it, and it'd be a shame. But I do think it's time. So this next 12 months, call it 1.5 years, by the time I finish everything and start uploading it, will be a telling time for the channel. But if we do decide to stop, we will release a short video like this, just to kind of catch people up. I appreciate everybody who has supported the channel, who's enjoyed the content, who's helped me with the content, and yeah, like I said, I've got many ideas on what I would like to do moving forward, but this just might not be one of them. So yeah, bye.